B-Man is back.
Oh, okay, Jay, boys, try it again. Oh my gosh, the man got that stuff. This is a 5 out of freaking 5.
It is beat making time.
Next week is E3 week. My album comes out next week.
I have delivered. Look at that, my God.
This is your boy. Alright, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy Dash the True Inferno. And I know I got a topic for y'all, but I want to get a subtopic out the way real quick. And that is this. Right now, today is Tuesday, November the 15th, which is when I'm recording this. This will not be released until the next day, Wednesday, November the 16th. But I was informed a few hours ago, or a couple of hours back, that Michigan is still ranked 3rd. And here's why I want to talk about this, because if y'all follow college football and you seen the games that went on this past Saturday night, going into, well, not Saturday night, all day Saturday, going into Saturday, let me give you the top 4 rankings. Number 1 was Alabama. Number 2 was Clemson. Number 3 was Michigan. And number 4 was Washington. All 4 teams undefeated, meaning they have not lost a game at that point in time. And when Saturday came and gone, Alabama was the only one who was still undefeated, meaning the other 3 teams lost. So when Clemson lost, I was happy to some degree. Because I'm like, of all the teams who can make the playoffs, Clemson seemed like the easiest one to beat. And then I saw that Washington lost, and I was happy. But then Michigan lost, a close one by 1 point, and I was devastated. I had the sad violin playing that you hear on the Black Okage's videos. I had that sad piano music playing that you hear on Dashy Games videos. I was devastated. And then I saw the college football playoff rankings, and we didn't move. We still at the number 3 spot. If anything, Ohio State, who was number 5 going into this past weekend, they leaped ahead of us and took the number 2 spot. And Clemson only fell back 2 spots. Because remember, they were number 2, and they went from number 2 to number 4 behind us. And I'm like, sweet. So, yeah, that's what I want to talk about. I was devastated when we lost, man. Because I felt like we should have remained undefeated. But we still number 3. And even if they were to move us back a bit, we would still be in the hunt to get one of the top 4 spots at the end of the year. So, but for us to still be at number 3, I'm shocked, but I'm happy at the same time. Now with that out the way, let's get on to the real topic here. And a number of you guys has been asking me about this past election that took place where Donald Trump shocked the world and won. Well, let me get this out the way real quick. I voted for Hillary Clinton. And let me also set the record straight real quick. I am not the type of guy who talks about politics. I look at that and say, that's none of your business. And I'm not a big fan of it. Because my mindset is, outside of Obama, because, you know, he's African American. My mindset here, to some degree, I mean, like, outside to some degree of Barack Obama. My mindset here is, what the heck are you going to do for me? Not for me as in my state. Not for me as in my city. Not for me as in my county. But for me. Me. That's my number 1 question. What can you do for me that can make me happy? And so far, with politics as a whole, I don't care who, you know, what the title is. Mayor, governor, counselor, council member, whatever, president, whatever. None of them have done a damn thing for me. So it's like, yeah, I go out, yeah, I vote, and then I don't expect anything much. And I get more of the whole voting, not voting later. But for Donald Trump to win, it's created some fear and nearly half of the American citizens. But here's the funny thing, though. I'm going to address the half of the American citizens who are expressing fear and concern over Donald Trump being the next president, the 45th president of the United States of America. Out of the 50, and I'm guessing it's like half who are expressing fear. Out of the half who are expressing concerns and not thrilled about this, some of you guys didn't even vote. Some of you guys didn't even vote, but before, again, I'll say that later. Let me give y'all some numbers real quick, because I did not know any of this until I saw a video done by Stephen A. Smith, the original, not the new Stephen A. Smith, because I'm the new Stephen A. Smith. This is the original Stephen A. Smith. He did a rant about the election and about people who didn't vote and things of that nature. Let me get something out the way real quick as I feel sneeze coming on. 8% of black people voted for Donald Trump, which is a shocker. I was expecting less than that. Now, granted, there's this one guy that I know at my job. He's black, and he straight up admitted that he was voting for Donald Trump. Now, you could say he was joking or not, but I think he was like serious about it. And then there's this one guy I used to know who likes to believe that he is constantly up high in the sky. And some of you know who I'm talking about. He's actually admitted it to us when he was talking to me and the rest of the crew that he preferred Donald Trump to be president over Hillary Clinton. So the 8%, a little bit shocking, but after talking to two black people, or hearing two black people talk rather, it's not that shocking. At least it's not more. But here's the real shocking number. You remember that comment about Trump talking about he wanted to build a wall to keep out illegal immigrants and things of that nature, blah, blah, blah. Well, here's a bit of news that I learned from that. Apparently, he said he was going to force Mexicans to build that wall. So he probably thinking, oh man, the Latinos, they ain't gonna vote for this guy. Man, no, they want Donald Trump's head. But yet, 29% of them did vote for him. Now that's shocking right there. You want to know what's even more shocking than all of that? He outworked Hillary Clinton. He really did. Because here's a bit of news that I found out from Stephen A's video rant. Hillary Clinton did not go to Wisconsin or Michigan during her campaign, but Donald Trump did. Now, as far as Hillary not going to Wisconsin, I don't know why she didn't go to Wisconsin, because if you look at the states, like each state is worth a point when it comes to the electoral votes, or how you pronounce it. So, like, for example, California have the most amount of points. That's 55. Texas is in second at 34. Florida is in third at 27. By the way, Trump won Texas and Florida, where the wall is going to be at, by the way. And he also won North Carolina, which had 15 points. And this was after they enforced that bill. And I talked about this in a video a while back about how they don't support gay people and how they don't support the LGBT community. This was like after that. And while Wisconsin's only worth 10 votes, I'm like, yeah, that's not much, because you got Washington, not Washington, D.C., but Washington, which is worth 11. Minnesota also worth 10. Missouri is worth 11. Illinois is worth 21. Indiana is worth 11. Ohio is worth 20. There's other states that are worth more than Wisconsin, but Michigan is 17 points. Are you kidding me? Now, granted, you look at the top 5 states that is worth the most amount of points. That's it. Florida is not third. New York is third. Florida is fourth. And then I believe Illinois is fifth with 21. So Michigan not in the top 5. In fact, Michigan's 7th. No, Michigan is, actually, I'll take that back. Illinois is tied with Pennsylvania. They both got 21. So I'm going to say Michigan is like 8th behind Ohio, which is 20. and then it's Michigan with 17. So yeah, Michigan is 8th. But let me see. 8th out of 50 states. You really gonna pass that up? You really gonna pass that up? You need the points. Why didn't you come to Michigan? That's retarded on Hillary's part. But yet, Donald Trump came to Michigan. He showed up. And not only did he show up, but he basically got in the faces of black people and said, what have the Democrats done for y'all? Like, tell me that. Now, I don't know what the answer was because he didn't directly come up to my face and ask me that. But it's, yeah. I was shocked that Hillary did not go to Michigan during her campaign. So, yeah, there you go with that. And then let me give you some more facts before I get into some things that may make some of y'all sad. Oh, but let's compare this year's election to the last election. Obama, when he ran to remain president, not to win it and get it for the first time, but to remain, he got 93% of the votes from black people. Hillary only got 88%. So that's a loss of 5%. Latinos, 71% of Latinos voted for Obama. But they turned around and 65% of them voted for Hillary. So that's 6. And at the age group from 18 to 29, 60% of them voted for Obama, while 54 voted for Hillary. So that's a loss of, again, 6. So you're talking 17% of people who voted for Obama in the last election, but then turned around and didn't vote for Hillary this time around. So you're probably thinking to yourself, well, they all went and voted for Trump. Well, that's yes and no. And here's why. Here's where things get really crazy. Nearly 140 million people voted in the last election. Neither Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, neither one of them, Hillary nor Donald Trump, reached 60 million votes. So even though Trump won, he didn't get 60 million votes. And you know that Hillary didn't get 60 million votes. So if neither one of them got 60 million votes, that means together they did not get 120 million. Which means that either a number of people voted for independence, or, and this is the truth right here, a lot of them didn't vote. In fact, 15 or 20 million did not vote. And that was one of the leading factors to why Trump won, because when I was, watching the coverage of the election, things of that nature, there was a few important states that was taking forever to calculate the votes because a number of people didn't vote. And believe it or not, Michigan was one of them. Now, again, I voted, and I voted for Hillary. So I was shocked at that. If those people would have voted and voted for Hillary, this would have been a very different outcome. But that didn't happen. So for those of you who are not happy with Donald Trump winning and you want to blame states, talking about, oh man, y'all voted for Trump and blah blah blah. I'm like, first of all, this is, I'm not gonna say his name, but I did see that video, which is pretty funny. And of course, I'm a big fan of his. But he kind of dissed my state. First of all, get your facts straight. The whole entire state of Michigan did not vote for Donald Trump. Even though Trump won Michigan, it wasn't like 99-1 in favor of Trump. No, it wasn't even that. But at the same time, a number of people in Michigan did not vote, and I am very disappointed in that. And you know what? And here's the real crazy thing. Amongst the people who did not vote, Colin Kaepernick was one of them. Remember how he was like taking a knee during the national anthem and things of that nature, talk about he want a change within how the minorities, and to be more specific, African Americans are being treated within this country. And yet he didn't vote, which is crazy because when you vote, one, You're doing something that no other country could do, and that's elect your leader. 2, by voting, you are basically letting the nation know of the type of change that you want. And 3, keep in mind that Colin Kaepernick is African American and that people have fought and died for us, him and myself and others, to vote. Now, granted, some of you might say, well, I voted before. I don't have to vote every time just because people die for me to vote. I'm like, well, you know, that's somewhat of a good point. But when it comes to the presidency of the United States of America, I mean, you should at least vote. Now, granted, he did say both Hillary and Trump are like liars. Actually, he used a better term for it, but I forgot what it was. And I'm like, bro, then vote independent. You know, there was a number of the candidates outside of Trump and Hillary. I mean, you know, and it's not hard. Now, the reason why I voted for Hillary was because I had the mindset that a number of people had, and that was vote for the lesser two evils. That was the mindset is. Now, granted, even though I heard a lot of black people talk about, oh, they're not voting for Donald Trump, blah, 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 things of that nature. But I have not heard anything negative from Donald Trump or anyone said of Donald Trump when it comes to the African Americans. I heard a lot of negative things regarding the likes of illegal immigrants and Latinos and things of that nature. But I haven't heard anything. But like I said, if there's something out there, let me know. Then I can join in on the fear parade. But, you know, the main important thing here is, yeah, there were some people who voted for Hillary. There were some people who voted for Trump. And there was a few who didn't vote at all. Don't kill each other over it. Because I work with people who voted for Trump. Am I mad at them for doing that? No. And there probably some people that I know that didn't vote. Am I going to borrow one of my boys' guns and blast their brains out for it? No. I'm just moving on to see how it goes. I mean, what happens, because things could be better. Because the one thing about Obama that I did not like was this Obamacare and the fact that you must have health insurance, because my job don't offer health insurance. And I was satisfied with not having it, but because of this new Obamacare or this new law, you must have health insurance or they're going to take a lot out of your tax refund. Your tax refund, yeah. And the health insurance keep going up. And based on an ad that I saw, there's not a lot of them out there now. They started to decline. And health insurance like Blue Cross Blue Shield and HAP and so forth and whatnot. I don't know about HAP, but I know Blue Cross Blue Shields they going up. So if Trump gets rid of, he said he gonna get rid of Obamacare. Hopefully he get rid of that law too. If he gets rid of that law, that's a plus for me. That means more money in my pocket. So let's see what happens. I'm not going to rule it out completely and say, oh man, America is going to be doomed, despite some of the jokes I said on Twitter and some of the things I said at work. But I'm not going to give up until I see some results. Now, if the results are bad, then it's like, yeah, somebody need to do us a favor and get him out of office through any means. But if the results are good, then it's like, wow, okay, that was shocking. So, yeah, let's just wait and see what happens. Don't kill each other over it. Don't hate each other over it. And if it's good, great. If not, then we got another 4 years before we can do it all over again and have a different candidate to run against Trump. So, yeah, there you go with that, man. So, yeah, man, y'all know who this is. This is the new Jay Gatsby, a.k.a. the new Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all. And I'll see y'all next time. Oh! So, for those of you who don't know what that is, here we go. Beans make them dance. Beans make them dance. On that jeans, you know that song. And let me give you a backstory with that song. So, it was my boy's bachelor party right before he got married. So, we talking Sticks here. So, it was me, Sticks, his cousin, the crazy one, the tall one, Dave Doe. Yeah, that's it. And we had some guys in Atlanta that we knew already. So, we was down there.